Hi and welcome to another YouTube video. In today's video I'm going to draw some October emotes because I noticed that it is October and I didn't really do a special video for that yet or anything in the spooky direction. So I decided to make some cute Halloween related drawings. And I had 3 ideas for these drawings, and the first one that you are seeing right now was a cute ghost that says boo. I know there are a lot of these things already out on the internet, but I wanted to make my own version of it and I really like how it came out. And also this time you could also see the sketching process, which I usually cut out because it takes a while for me. But this time it didn't take that long, and I was happy with the sketch pretty quickly, so I recorded it and I put it into the video. And I also already thought that the sketch was very cute, or if the polished drawing in the end is cuter, but yeah, I like them both. And the other 2 ideas that I had was a shocked looking pumpkin. I think you could always use an emote like that in the Halloween times or when playing spooky games. So a shocked looking pumpkin was the second one. And the last one, which I liked the best, was a witch. I called her the welcome witch, that says like hello and waves at you, so I really like how that one turned out. But back to the ghost that you are seeing at the moment. This one only took me a little bit less than an hour. It was pretty nice. I didn't have to do a lot of shading with colors or special things with colors because it's a ghost. It's basically completely white, so yeah, I only shaded with like a hint of blue, and yeah, that was basically it. And I also gave it a little bit of blush to make it even cuter. And so that didn't take too long. Basically half of the time I almost spent on the font, like the boo that is above its head afterwards. Because I wasn't really able to achieve a font that I really liked myself. And so I took one like from the normal like text option on Photoshop, and then I put like a black circle or a black outline around it, and that was way more difficult than I expected because these letters looked so perfect, and so the shading also had to look like good at least. And yeah, that was kind of difficult, but and when it came to the expression of this ghost, my inspiration to make it as cute as possible, my inspiration basically was a little kid, and they wait for like their mom or their father to come back from work, and they plan like the whole day to scare them. And then it's finally happening, and they are like hiding to scare their parents, but they are filled with so much excitement for this scaring moment that they waited for the whole day that they basically giggle uncontrollably and can't really scare them because they have so much fun while doing it. And yeah, that was like the basic inspiration for the expression that this ghost has, like a ghost that has way too much fun to scare someone to actually scare someone. And the second drawing that you are seeing at the moment is the shocked pumpkin. And I also had a lot of fun with this. I especially had a lot of fun coloring and shading the pumpkin. But I struggled a little bit more with the face and the facial expression. One problem that I had was that the face looked a little bit detached from the pumpkin, because the pumpkin has like also a shape that, yeah, it doesn't lend itself well to a face like this. And so I had to make sure that the face looks like it actually belongs to the pumpkin and doesn't just hover over its surface or something. And also the other one was to make the shocked expression look recognizable, because I don't have a lot of experience with like a comic style drawing or with drawing like very over exaggerated and recognizable emotions. I usually do these like portraits with very very neutral expressions, I think. And this one really needed to be exaggerated, and so I worked the face over, I think, like 4 times to somehow make it work. I watched a lot of videos about expressions in like the comic genre, and I think that maybe helped a little bit. And I think especially because I was able to learn a lot from doing this drawing, it was a lot of fun to do. And one very exciting thing is that a good friend of mine here on YouTube and on Twitch called Paul Pancake, you probably know him, he decided to use this pumpkin as one of his Twitch emotes for the duration of October, and that has me very, very excited, of course. And so I'll link his Twitch and his YouTube channel in the description, even though it's pretty possible that you already heard of his YouTube channel. And if you watching this maybe also have a Twitch channel or plan on having a Twitch channel, I had a lot of fun drawing these emotes, and if you need some, I'd be down for it. Just send me an email or a Twitter DM or write it in the comments. I think all of these ways work, and I think a fair price would be like 10 euros for an easier drawing like the ghost or this pumpkin that only took me like 1.5 hours. And for a more complicated drawing like the witch that you are going to see in the end, that took me almost 3 hours, and so I think 20 euros would be a fair price for an emote like this. And now this pumpkin is almost complete, and we'll get to the witch, the third drawing that I wanted to show you the whole time because I'm kind of proud of it. And when I say I don't have any experience with drawing like this, it's not entirely true. I have like a little bit experience with a simpler or more like comic style. For example, I drew a little puppy in a more simpler style. I'll show you. And I also did a series of drawings of stuffed animals or cuddly toys. I don't know exactly what they are called in English, but I did a series of drawing of them, and that also taught me a lot of drawing in a more clean and simple and cute style, and I think that majorly helped me with these drawings. And but this is of course like a little bit different of a style, and it was a lot of fun to do. Oh yeah, and also you probably noticed that you were only able to see like half of the sketching process of this witch, and I'm very sorry for that. When I started to draw, like I took a little bit of a break after I was done with the pumpkin, and then I came back to drawing and I forgot to record. But I thankfully noticed fairly quickly, and so I was able to fix it and show you at least like half of the sketching process. And with this one I also realized that I had the experience from the other 2 drawings, and the lines for like the outlines, the black ones, were a lot cleaner, and it was somehow easier to get them this clean. And then I put down the flat colors and shaded them, and I was really in the zone while doing this drawing, and I really enjoyed it. And also while sketching this, I noticed that these more like cute hands that have like a more round and simple shape are way easier to draw than like actual like realistic hands, which are a pain to draw. Yeah, so the hands to wave you, like say hi or welcome, wasn't really a big problem. And I also decided for her to go with some turquoise hair, because I already had that much black in the drawing because of the dress and because of the hat, so I didn't want to go with black hair, and I didn't know which else hair would basically fit, so I thought maybe she is more of a funky witch, and yeah, I decided to go with turquoise, and I really like that decision in hindsight. And shading the face was really difficult for me because I draw a lot of faces, but usually I very much overdo the details and the shading and like softening it all out. But doing this in this drawing would make it look very scary, I think. I like to do like realistic shading and stuff, and it would take away from the cuteness and from the nice simple aesthetic. And so I really needed some inspiration for how to shade like faces in a drawing like this. And so I took a lot of inspiration from other emote art that I saw online, and it was so much fun to look at. I learned so much about this way of shading faces, and it was also a very fun learning process, like with the pumpkin. And yeah, I would love to like credit someone who I took inspiration from, but there were so many different things, and I picked up so many things that I liked from like different images and different artists that I can't really do that. But I just want to take this moment to say like thank you to every artist, to every emote artist, and every artist in general for being an inspiration and a help to other and learning artists like me. And with that, these 3 drawings are complete. I hope you like them. I hope you liked and enjoyed the video. And if you would consider subscribing, you would make me super duper happy. I hope we'll see each other again.